Hello and welcome back to the Midweek show. My name is Chris and I'll be your host for this evening's show. You probably would have seen that we signed Riley Harbottle earlier this week and we'll hear from him in just a moment. But before we do that, we've got some exciting news as we welcome Ali Smith as our third signing of the January transfer window. So let's hear from the man himself now and have a look at some clips that Danny and Nicky Cowley have sent over that convinced them to bring Ali to Colchester for the remainder of this season. Ali, your first interview as a Colchester United player, having joined from Lincoln City on loan until the end of the season. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Spoke to the gaffer and met all the lads today, so just really excited to get going.
And obviously you've played at a slightly higher level in League One. What kind of experience do you think you'll bring to Colchester and how will the club benefit over the course of the next few months?
I think I'm just the sort of player that likes to put the team first, so I really just like to work hard first and foremost, and then I believe I've got good qualities on the ball as well, whether it be linking up with my teammates or scoring some goals and helping out defensively. That's the sort of player I am, sort of all action midfielder. And
it must have been quite a busy few days for yourself, especially yesterday. Tell us a bit in detail, a bit more about how the move came about to Colchester and your last few days here.
So I had a good conversation on the phone with the gaffer. We spoke about what he sees with me in this team and what he sees with the direction that the club's going in general. So I had a really good chat with him and it made a lot of sense for me when I was talking to him. So from that, it was a no-brainer. And then, the last couple of days have just been, as you can imagine, a bit busy, just talking through everything with the management team and looking around the facilities, which are amazing. Really just getting the medical done yesterday, all sorted, settling down with all my stuff, and here now for training.
Of course, you've made over 30 appearances for Lincoln, so it's not like you haven't been playing. What's the motivation behind this move for yourself?
I just believe if you're a footballer, you wanna play games, and if it's not happening at Lincoln right now, I just need to go out and play games for myself and prove to myself that I've still got the ability to show and affect games from the start instead of coming off the bench. That's it really.
And do you know anyone in the squad, or was it the case of coming in and meeting everybody for the first time?
It's actually meeting everyone for the first time. I've played against a lot of them because I spent before the start of this season I was at Sutton for 2 years, so played against Colchester a lot of times in League Two, so I know them from playing for them, but I don't know them personally, so it was all new.
And I suppose for yourself is just jumping in at the deep end straight away with the game against Morecambe to come in just 4 days' time. What can the fans expect from you on the pitch?
It'll be a tough game away there. I think they're doing all right, so they can just expect a lot of hard work, being aggressive, winning my tackles, and producing at the other end of the pitch as well, trying to get goals and help us win games, because as I say, I think I'm an all-action midfielder, so I think that's what they can expect, but hard work first and foremost.
Great to hear from Ali there, and welcome to Colchester United. We can't wait to see you on the pitch, and hopefully you'll get to make impact on Saturday against Morecambe and during his first home game against Forest Green here at the Jobsworth Community Stadium on the 3rd of February. Tickets for that clash are available on Col U Tickets. Make sure you get yours. As we mentioned earlier, we also signed Riley Harbottle, and let's hear from him now and have a look at the clips from Danny and Nicky as well.
Riley signed on loan for Colchester United. You must be excited about getting going again and getting plenty of games under your belt.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think games are important, but I see the group of lads here, and I really want to come and make an impact.
And now and again we say to new players coming in, is it going to be like your first day at school and not knowing anyone? But of course you already do know someone.
Yeah, I've got Jay. Jay's my best mate, so he was a big impact on, big factor of me coming to the club and things like that.
I mean, and how long ago was it that it was first mooted that you might be coming out on loan from Hibs, and the fact then you speak to people like Jaden about what it's like down here?
Yeah, so Hibs, we had the conversation. I wasn't playing. I wanted to go. I didn't want to waste the season not doing anything. And I got a phone call from Jaden saying that the gaffer had spoke to him and stuff. and he just told me how good the club was. I had to make a few decisions outside of football, where what option I wanted to take and things like that. But I thought Colchester would be the right one for me at this moment in time.
And of course, you're not coming into League Two without any experience either, because you had a full season at Mansfield, which you must have enjoyed, even with the disappointment of the last day not getting in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed last season. Got a lot of love for Mansfield and things like that. But no, I know the league and I'm ready to help the team here.
And obviously that last game of the season was here at Colchester United, which you scored as well, but ultimately didn't score enough goals in that game to get in the playoffs.
No, yeah, it was a good day, a good performance. But I think if we look back at it, we dropped too many points throughout the season. But yeah, I was a bit unlucky.
Yeah, and obviously, like Colchester United are near the foot of the table, are looking to get out, but there's plenty of games in this second half of the season that you hope to be able to help the club move up the table.
No, yeah, it excited me when my agent first came to me about the move. You think about bottom of the league, is it going to be the right one? But I looked at the squad, spoke to Jada, the manager was brilliant. Couldn't have asked for anything more than him. I wanted to feel loved again. I think when you don't play, you kind of don't feel that. But yeah, I'm really excited.
Great to hear from Riley there, and welcome to the club once again. And we cannot wait to see you out on the pitch, possibly on Saturday against Morecambe, and here at home at the Jobsworth Community Stadium against Forest Green Rovers on February the 3rd. Right, let's have a look at some under-21s action now. The youngsters were playing against Chelsea FC in the Premier League Cup earlier this week. So let's have a look how they got on and hear from the goal scorer Brad, who took his goal very well. Brad, a tricky evening in London tonight. What did you make of the game this evening?
Yeah, like you said, just tricky. Lost 4-1. I think obviously Cat one side, it's always going to be a tough game, but I think it's about how we prepare for the game, and we just didn't anticipate what came in front of us in the first half, and I think it showed in the result. Came at half time with a better idea of what's going to happen, and I think again showed in the result 1-1 in the second half. So I think it's unfortunate that we've lost, but there's a lot to work on.
And a bit of a frustrating evening for yourself, maybe, but when the chance did fall for you, you did take it quite well. What was your sort of thoughts behind taking that shot?
Yeah, just I think you can see it in the video actually. Well, I don't know if you can actually, but I remember steadying myself. I just thought like, he's off his line, isn't it? Like, just clip him. Do you know him? But yeah, like I said, when I won it back, I was trying to think whether to drive or shoot, and I thought taking the shot was the right option from there. So glad to see it go in.
And despite losing 4-1, you got to compete against arguably one of the best under-21 sides in the country. How does that feel for you? You know, challenging yourself against some of the best under-21 players.
Yeah, with me, it's always about the next thing, the next challenge. I like things that are going to challenge me because I know I'm working on myself. So it was good to come up against a side like this, who are, as you can see, technically good. So it was good to come up again to see where we're at, and now we know where to work on, what things we need to, go back to the training ground and think about.
And what do you think changed for the second half? Because as you mentioned, we conceded 3 goals quite early on in the game, and then we looked a bit more composed in the second 45 minutes. What was the message at half-time, and what was the thoughts behind it?
Just about togetherness, complaining at each other. Shouldn't be doing that. And again, like just the compactness of the team and when to go, the triggers, when to press and when not to press. First half was pretty erratic. I'll take part of the blame for just pressing because I think it's the right thing when maybe it wasn't because I'm pressing on my own at times. But I think it's just about the compactness and communicating with each other when to press and when not to press. And as you saw through the goal and for other moments in the game, it worked. It came out and it showed. So.
Yeah, we had more attacking threats in the second half as well, but the first 45 minutes ended with 3-0 to Chelsea, but the second one, it was a 1-1 draw. What do you think made the biggest difference there?
I think just Liam was saying it in the change room, I think it's just the buy-in from the players. I think we came out into the second half and we just came out and thought, can't get worse from here, to be honest, so let's go out and let's really go for it. Maybe in the first half, I don't know, I'm not saying, but maybe in the first half we didn't. But now let's go out and really go for it. And I think the buy-in from all of us in the second half was much better. It was a good reaction.
And then lastly, in terms of the positives from tonight's game, yes, we won't be happy with the result, but I'm sure there's plenty of learnings for yourself and for the team going forwards.
Yeah, I think that's always the main thing, especially in a 21s game. I think it's all about the learning curves you can get from it. So yeah, we always want to win the games and get 3 points, but it's always good to learn. So we'll take the learning points from it, and we'll come back. We'll come back.
A much improved second half performance from the under-21s against Chelsea, and I'm sure plenty of learnings to take for the future. Games keep coming thick and fast for the under-21s, who will now face Ipswich Town at Park Drive in Malden on Friday night. You can get your tickets at the gate on the day, and they're priced at £5 for adults and £3 for concessions. Make sure you get your tickets and come and support our possible future first-team players. And talking of first team, let's now remind ourselves what happened the last time we won against Morecambe. important 1-0 win at the Mazuma Stadium, and let's hope for more of the same come Saturday afternoon. Right, that's about it for this week's show. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. I might not be here, but Lee will be back in the hot seat. So until then, have a lovely weekend and see you then.